Hello, guys. Welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host, Sam, and we are back again with another one. As the game just finished, Brighton with 2, as well as Nottingham Forest 2. In a game which was a bit interesting, intense in the moments when it counts, and of course, some crazy officiating errors which were made by the referees. Yes, it's not one, it's not two, but there are a lot. We're going to talk about them. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Where are you watching us from? Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Connect, the best way you can support us. Let's talk about Brighton. Let's talk about Brighton as well as Nottingham Forest, because these two teams are some of the teams that are still unbeaten in the Premier League season this season, and they're still going strong and they're not giving up. Nottingham Forest, coming from that win from Enfield, come to Brighton, scores an early goal, a penalty, a gift from the referee, and it looks like they're going to be running away with the game. Then things don't really go according to plan, but it looks like this was a team that had a plan. They were doing everything on exactly how they were trying to work on. It seems like Nuno Espirito Santos actually do have a team in which can surprise this entire league. We thought maybe it was only because of Arne Slot the way it happened, but no. This guy managed to stop a team that stopped Arsenal as well. So there is something we can talk about. By the way, when I say Arsenal, they stopped Arsenal at their own home ground, and this is a team that people are saying that could win the league, was able to be stopped by Brighton. And Nuno Espirito Santos came in, almost won the game. Of course, he lost the game. Then he had a fight to win the game, then got a red card as a blessing at the end of the game. What a game. What an interesting analysis that we have for you here, people. But the first question we need to ask, was Gibbs White's second yellow card actually a yellow card? Because even all the commentators who were watching the game and everyone who were watching the game, everyone who was actually there, they said no, because he got to the ball first. So I wonder exactly where does this rule of getting the ball first actually applies when it comes to players? Does it applies when the incident is happening, or it's only when a player is down, or whatever that happens? Because the question is this: there is, of course, he touched the ball, but in the process of touching the ball, he took out the player. So where do you take recklessness from a defender, from a player, recklessness in terms of his tackle and what he did to actually getting the ball? Because after that, that's when the referee decided to go change the verdict he had given after seeing the reaction from the Bournemouth team and what they were doing, even the officials and everything, even the players. So it's confusing. The referee is now being led by the reactions of the other player, of the opposition player, or the home players to decide on whether to keep a player in the field or not. Because I felt like handling that situation, the referee got it wrong all the way. He wasn't supposed to look at the reaction of the players. He wasn't supposed to listen to what the manager is. Or maybe because I saw Nuno Espirito Santos pointing to Anthony Taylor. Did Taylor, who was in the dugout, says to the referee, no, that is a yellow card because of what he did? Because the first decision that the referee made was he actually waved it out. Then in the second turn of this, he decided to change his decision. So that is, for me, a problem that I'm asking. Exactly what is happening here? Do we deal with what the players or what the other team will react like, or we actually make decisions out of what we're seeing here? Because if I'm going to ask a Nottingham Forest fan here, it's going to say, no, that was indeed not a yellow card. And if I ask a Brighton fan, he's going to say that was a yellow card. I watched as a rifle and I'm in between, and the referee just decided to give a yellow card in a situation it looked like he was not going to give a yellow card. So those are the problems that you end up asking. You end up questioning if the officials are making the decisions because these are the decisions worth making, or maybe they're looking at how the other people are reacting to the incident and decided to make the decision out of the reaction from people. Because if that is what they're going to be doing in the game, then we better going to have a big long season ahead of us. They should be in some decisions which need to be made by the referee, and in this situation he decided not to, and the VAR cannot get into the decision where a second yellow card is given, because that's not where they actually come in to make decisions. So I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. We are not going to be throwing this at the referees and saying that at the VAR and saying that it's actually the officiating referee, the guy who was making the decisions, in which I felt like he made a mistake. He made an error. He should have done better from that era. And I don't know now how you look at it from the end point of view. Exactly how are you going to analyze it, and what you think if you are somebody, if you are the fan of both clubs or even from the other side, because the decision raises so many concerns rather than to actually say that, okay, this was a good decision from the referee. But all you know, it was a good game. I think that late incident, it kind of like ruined the game all out of the balance. It really took out the game out of the balance because what's his name? Gibbs gets a red card. The manager of Brighton gets a red card. The manager of Nottingham Forest gets a red card. The assistant manager of Nottingham Forest gets a yellow card. And I think about 5 or 6 players from Nottingham Forest were actually on yellow cards. So it was like a card festing game. The manager the referee was really trigger happy. He was not even looking at what's happening. If he feels like you don't deserve, he gives you a yellow card. And those are some of the things that makes up that decides where other games goes to. These are some of the mistakes that are being done, in which you start asking questions. Okay, that's how they are deciding to make their decisions. They need to make clear decisions which make this game really better. But all in all, it was a good game. Also, another mistake from the referee that I need to talk about: the first penalty which was given, that was not a penalty. Say whatever you're gonna say. Of course, outside of the 18 area, you give that as a free kick. But that was a crazy to give that as a penalty, especially in the beginning of the game, especially when they're just 4 minutes in the game, allowing a player throwing himself into the defender so that he gets a yellow card, gets a penalty. That doesn't make sense. And the officials, for me, that's where the thing happened, the wrong thing that they did, actually falling into the trap and actually making the decision. That should not have happened. They shouldn't have done such a thing. And I just wonder, how do these referees get better if they keep making these mistakes and nobody's coming out to actually talk about it? Because that was a crazy decision. But enough about the referees. Let's talk about the game. Brighton were, of course, behind already in the fourth minute. Then at the end of the first half, a miracle of goals which was scored, giving this team a chance to come back in the game. They're back in the game, and you're like, okay, we're going to now observe the game. Let's see what happens. Let's continue watching how the match finishes up. Then, oh my God, a crazy header that came from Brighton, as well as the goal that was scored from free kick by, guess what? I never knew this guy took free kicks. Welbeck. I never knew that Welbeck was a good free kick taker. But also in that decision, you also have to look at the goalkeeper. That should have been your ball. It's on your side. You're allowed to use hands. Why can't you not get into that ball? Why can't you not stop that ball? Or maybe it was actually by design, because the movement that the Brighton one of the players of Brighton who was in the 18 area, the movement to the ball to close the space in which the keeper was supposed to see the ball, he played it so well, allowing the space so that there is a goal. Because I don't really look at that and say, okay, that should have been a yellow card. In my view, in my eyes, that doesn't make sense. But that's how the game was like, to be honest, when you're looking at it. It had so many of those incidents in which so many people ask questions, but all in all, it was a good game. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of the game? Then the last goal which was scored, a guy called Jota, a short guy like this who has so many anger problems when you really look at it, because he was everywhere. He was challenging, doing some crazy tackles, wanting to fight with defenders. Yet he was the guy who contributed an amazing assist which led to the goal. So that's how the game was like. And I just want to hear what you guys' thoughts were in the game. How many yellow cards were given here? That's the reason why I'm putting this thing for you. How many yellow cards were given? 1, 2 for Brighton. The red card for the manager, of course. This was for the manager, people. I thought I was going to highlight. And then the yellow card for Dunk. Oh, yeah, that's why it's not showing from the manager, for the manager. Then we come here for Nottingham Forest. 1 yellow card, another one for Nico Williams, another one for Gibbs White, another one for Jota. Then Gibbs White got a double yellow card, a red, then another one. Then this was a red card for the manager of Nottingham Forest. It was a good game. Welbeck got the man of the match because of that amazing goal that he scored in the game. But this game had it all, people. It offered us with some of the best moments we're going to talk about in terms of how it was going on, because these two teams knew that if each of them lose, the other team it will be the one that has stopped the other one from winning the games. And I want to tell you a crazy stat. Do you know that Brentford in this season alone, or I mean Brighton, in this season alone, they've already played with two teams that got red cards. Nottingham Forest today for Gibbs White, the Rice incident against Arsenal, the other one was against Everton. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the other one. They are cruising. It feels like things are just happening to them. It feels like things are just easy for them. They always find it easier to get the job done for them, and it's so many players are getting them yellow cards. And I just wonder how long will that continue? How long would that continue happening, and how far can they go in terms of how the fixtures are setting up, and as well as everything that is happening? But I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. There were some players who really impressed me a lot. The likes of Istupinha, he was really active, and I think the guy who got a yellow card was playing in the midfield for them. Let me try to just put the team up there. I think that's the best thing that I can do for me, because I have no idea who it was by name, but yeah, there's the lineup. So yeah, let's see this. Let's see the lineup. Okay, I thought they were gonna show me the lineup. They did it anyway. Okay, the guy was playing in the midfield. What's his name? Not a Dingram. Yeah, I think it's called the Baleba. This kid is going to be special. Matoma did try to do something. Welbeck, of course, that crazy goal. It was a good team. And I think the player who impressed me on the Nottingham Forest side is the Morgan Gibbs White, even though he got a red card, as well as Murillo. These guys are working as a team. And trust me, you might say that maybe they don't deserve to be where they are, but it is by design to be where they are. These teams are working so hard to not allow the other teams to score, but yet try by all means to score, taking advantage of their PC wingers. We suffered in the fate as Liverpool, and we know how it's an exciting times, people. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think of this game? And we are building up to the big one. Manchester City versus Arsenal. The lineup is out. It's going to be exciting. No Martin Odegaard, as well as no Kevin De Bruyne. So let's say that's, tit for tat. That's fairness. Let's see what the field will offer. Let's see how the game goes. So many changes from Mikel Arteta and, of course, Pep Guardiola, because Kevin De Bruyne is no longer there. But anyway, before I actually disappear, let me just show you that lineup before I actually go, because, that's the next game that is coming, and I'm gonna be talking about it when it's done. Let's see how the team is set up. Let's look at the lineup and how everything has been set up, in which it's all about 6 minutes away the game, by the way, from starting. Just really crazy, but we are excited for this. We're gonna be here. So this is how the lineup looks like. Hope you are seeing it here on the screen. No, let me put it up for you people. That's the lineup for the big game. This is the big one, which we all have been waiting for and also being excited for. Edison at goal. Walker is back from the kid is out. There's Diaz, there's Akanji, there's Gavadio, Rodri, and Ilkay Gundogan playing in that double pivot. We have Silvinho, we have Silva, we have Doku, then we have Haaland up top. For Arsenal, we have Raya, Saliba. They're literally playing a 4-4-2 Arsenal. So this is a roadblock. They're here to shut up shop. They're going to be defending the whole entire time. We're not expecting anything. But in terms of changes, Calafori is in the team for a change. Timber is going to be playing on the right side. Then we have Saka captaining the team, Partey, Rice, Martinelli. Then up top we have Trossard and Kai Havertz. That's how the teams are looking like from the two teams. What are you expecting? Let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Football Connect. We'll see you on another one. We are out. Peace. Subscribe. to the connect. We go.
Beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Georgie Best, Diego Maradona, Johan Cruyff.